Hey guys, what's up? Today we're talking about nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast is not brewer's yeast and it's not baker's yeast. It's a different kind of yeast. You usually kind of just find it in health food stores, and I'm going to kind of tell you the reasons why people sort of use it. So for the most part, vegans use it as sort of like a cheese, nutty kind of flavor addition or kind of replacement, and vegans will also sometimes use it for protein and also for B12. I'm going to kind of break it down and kind of explain some of this stuff. Now, there's basically two kinds of nutritional yeasts. There's one that's fortified, and then there's one that's not fortified. The fortified one has the B12 and it has a bunch of other vitamins and different things in it. And then the regular one does not have any B12 in it. It does not have some of the additional stuff. So when people just say automatically, oh, I'm having nutritional yeast for B12. Well, if it's not fortified, it doesn't have any B12. If somebody says I'm having some nutritional yeast for a little bit more complete, kind of a protein content of something, and to add it in a food, then basically if it's fortified or not fortified, it all has basically some protein in it, pretty good amount of protein actually. The other thing too is, like I said, it can kind of be a flavor enhancer. It can kind of thicken up some of your food and can kind of add a little bit of extra flavor without throwing in a bunch of salt. So right now, kind of the recommended amount per day of nutritional yeast would be 2 tablespoons. And the other thing we need to look at is, more recently, a lot of the nutritional yeast companies have found that there's pretty high levels of lead in some of these nutritional yeasts. So you really want to check to make sure the brand that you're buying is testing for lead and making sure that it doesn't have too high of a lead content. Now, for vegans and people using the fortified nutritional yeast for the B12, I don't think that's necessarily the best way to get your B12 in. Personally, I think a sublingual B12 tablet is better because it's just kind of dissolve in your mouth. Vegans and non-vegans both sometimes have a difficult time breaking down and utilizing and absorbing the B12 that is ingested. So the B12, like I said, the methyl form of B12 just kind of dissolved underneath your tongue, or the sublingual one is kind of ideal for that. So always make sure you are getting your B12 levels checked, but if you're just relying on the fortified nutritional yeast, you could be absorbing enough, you might not be getting enough. That's something to check with your doctor. But if the B12 only from the nutritional yeast is what you're taking in and your levels aren't high enough, it might be because you're not absorbing it. So for me, I have nutritional yeast. I don't have it every single day, but I do keep some in my pantry. I always buy the non-fortified nutritional yeast because I already have a pretty good diet as it is, and the other supplements that I need, like B12, I take in a separate pill. So for me personally, I don't want my nutritional yeast that is all fortified. I will take care of any kind of extra vitamins or minerals or things that I need in my diet elsewhere. Anyway, so that's just a quick kind of breakdown of nutritional yeast. Any questions or whatever, leave them in the box below, and I'll try to get to them when I can. And hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys are not following me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff, all those social medias will be in the description box of this video, so you guys can check that out. Follow me on that stuff too. So hope you guys are having a great day. I will talk with you later. Okay.